Hey guys, it's the MIgardener, and so today I'm going to be showing you guys a really quick tip for identifying your maple trees in the wintertime or the springtime for maple tapping. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to do some more on the maple tapping series, and I thought, well, what else is there to do besides do the series over? And I thought, well, something that I was actually going to do that I've been meaning to bring you guys along for is tagging my maple trees. And the best time to do this is anywhere between late spring and fall, obviously, because there are leaves. And a lot of times you will tap a tree that you think is a maple tree only to find out that there's no sap. The reason why there's no sap is because it's probably not a maple tree. So basically what we're using is just this orange, actually it's red baling twine, and we're just going to take it and we're going to identify a maple tree, and then we're going to actually just tie it off right on the tree. And then come springtime or late winter, we can actually, once the temperatures are correct, obviously, that's the true thing. Once the temperatures are optimal for maple tapping, we can walk right over to the tree, never have to second guess ourselves, and we can tap it, and we can make some maple syrup a lot quicker, a lot easier, without tapping a bunch of trees, ruining, possibly killing a bunch of trees, because it's a very easy thing to do because there's a lot of barks that look similar to maples, and I'll show you that as well because it's a very, very common mistake. Trust me, I've done it a bunch of times, and so this time I'm tagging my trees. So come along with me and I'll show you guys seriously how simple this is.
So this is an example of a maple tree, and we're talking about this one right there. That is a maple tree, and obviously we're not concerned about types yet. That's going to be for another series, identifying sugar maples. And of course, sugar maples obviously grow in specific areas. We don't have any sugar maples around here, unfortunately. But if you guys don't have any sugar maples, that's fine. Maples will do just fine, as long as they're the age at which they can bear the sap and not be killed off, which is 18 inches in diameter. Anything 18 inches in diameter, you can tap. This is a maple leaf that has fallen. It's obviously not the best example, but of course it is fall. So you want to look for this type of shape here. The points. See, some of these are some of these will have 5 points, 5 predominant points. This one has 3. This one is actually a red maple, it's a red maple. And the red maples will have darker colored leaves, but again, I'm not too knowledgeable on this topic, so if you guys want to check out a channel that can identify maples really, really well, there's a channel, and I'll post a link to his channel below and also on the screen right about here, and his name is Jeremiah Johnson, and he has a great channel on growing maple trees, so check him out please, and you guys can learn to identify your maple trees. I just look for a maple leaf, and that's good enough for me because it makes great maple syrup nonetheless. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our twine here and basically just make sure you have enough to wrap around this tree. I'm just going to take it and just wrap it like a decent spot someplace, because as you can see, it's going to stand out. It's going to stand out great. It contrasts really well. Obviously, the lighting with the camera is not super great, but trust me, it's impossible not to see this. Just tie, a simple knot, nothing too scientific, and also don't tie it super tight. Just kind of tie it so that it'll stay on there, and then grab your pair of scissors, cut off the tag end, and there you go. You've tagged a maple tree, and you guys can see that it is definitely able to be seen from ways away. And if you guys check the trees and you see a red tape there in the springtime, you guys don't ever have to guess, is this a maple tree? Because there you go, now you know. So now I thought I'd go through and show you guys how easy it is to make this mistake, and this is why you want to tag your maple trees, because there's a lot of trees that look very identical. So now I'm going to show you that right now. So without looking at the leaves, is this a maple tree, yes or no? This is a maple tree. Without looking at the leaves, is this a maple tree? No, it is not. Without looking at the leaves, is this a maple tree? Yes, it is. This is a maple tree. Without looking at the leaves, is this a maple tree? No, it isn't. Without looking at the leaves, is this a maple tree? Yes, it is.
So I hope that little demonstration kind of showed you guys how important it is to tag your maple trees, because it's obviously really easy to get them mixed up. And there's so many varieties of bark, so many different varieties of maple trees that you have to know which is which. And so, like I said, go to your local hardware store, pick up 1,000 yards of this, it's so cheap, and start tagging your maple trees now before the leaves fall off. I'll talk to you guys later. This is MIgardener. See ya. Bye.